How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning into the video. Off and on, I've been watching a little bit of the mock-up hearing for the Democrats' new proposed assault weapons ban. And I'm going to show you a handful of clips that's about 5 minutes long. And I apologize for some of the glitchiness in part of the video. But you will see the Republicans use the truth and common sense to shut down the arguments of the Democrats. So I'll go ahead and play that clip for you now, and then I'll come back and finish up the video.
The Democratic majority is discriminating against some of the most popular weapons in the United States simply because they don't like the way they look, not because of the way they function. And there are so many Americans that are confused when they see the semi-automatic rifle that the Democrats want to ban as being fully automatic. It's not. You can't purchase that. It's illegal. It is not a weapon of war. A weapon of war has a fully automatic switch or a 3-round burst.
So the other side of the aisle says, this bill will ban weapons of war. Really? Will it? Let's look at the exempted list. You guys might want to get out the bill and check this. It exempts the M1 Garand. I'm going to read you, so you can still, after this bill passes, you can own an actual weapon of war. What they're calling weapons of war are not weapons of war. They're sporting rifles, but what they're not banning are the actual weapons of war. The M1 Garand is not banned by this bill. And in a letter to General Campbell from General Patton says, in my opinion, the M1 rifle is the greatest battle implement ever devised. Guess what? Not banned in this bill. The actual weapon of war. What else isn't banned in this bill? The quintessential Chinese Army weapon of war. The SKS is not banned by your bill. Very charitable to allow people to own this piece of Cold War history. Here's the Chinese Army practicing drills with one of the weapons they're most proud of, which is the SKS. Not banned in this bill. An actual weapon of war. The bill does ban sporting firearms. What do we have here? Well, the gun they're primarily going after in this bill is the AR-type firearm, which stands for Armalite, not assault rifle. It shoots this cartridge, .223. It was designed so that it was lighter weight, and frankly, it's not even suitable. I mean, some people use it to deer hunt, but it's not the preferred caliber for deer hunting. This is the cartridge that is used by the M1 Garand, which is not banned by this bill. It's many times more powerful. Let's talk about another weapon of war. What do we have here? This is Iwo Jima. This is the M1 carbine, also not banned by this bill. A technical, literal weapon of war. Yes, they're over there whispering to themselves, oh my gosh, why didn't we ban that? Why didn't we think to ban that? Because you're not banning weapons of war. You're banning the most commonly sold sporting rifle in the United States right now. You're not banning weapons of war. If you were serious about it, you would ban the quintessential Chinese weapon of war. You would ban the rifle that General Patton, described as the finest battle implement ever devised. You would ban it, but you're not. And you would ban the M1 carbine that was used to take Iwo Jima, but you're not. You're not banning weapons of war. You're banning firearms that law-abiding people who are just exercising their Second Amendment rights go out and buy and purchase every day and use to defend their families.
This committee is not considering today is that there are more homicides committed by knives or other cutting instruments than with rifles of any kind, what you're calling assault rifles or anything. More murders are committed by knives or some implement to cut people. In 2019, there were 1,476 homicides by knife. There were 364 homicides by rifle. Blunt objects, actually, clubs, hammers, etc., accounted for more homicides than rifles. Personal weapons, hands, fists, feet, accounted for 600 homicides versus the 360 some odd homicides by rifle.
What do you guys think? Was I right when I said the Republicans use the truth and common sense to shut down the Democrats' proposal? So please let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And if you guys could do me a favor, it helps the channel out if you like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. And I will see you guys in the next video.